Hi guys, and welcome to a dark wet evening in Donegal. It's about 20 past 6 and I'm sorry I'm a day late making this video, but I have been super busy yesterday and today, so I'm just getting around to this now. So this is the 29th monthly ownership update video on my Astra, and we're at 159,184 kilometers on the clock so far. So 2017 has been a busy year for me so far, and we're only in February. So this year I've been very determined to try and get more kind of high-end luxury cars on my channel. That's kind of the goal I've been aiming towards for 2017. So I got in contact with a used car dealership in North Dublin, and they sell, you know, a mixture of kind of normal mainstream cars and high-end luxury cars. Now they do tend to have a lot of Porsches lying around. That seems to be the main brand that they specialize in, but they also get in Maseratis, Aston Martins, AMG Mercedes and high-powered BMWs. So I got in contact with them a few weeks ago. I was actually back, I think, in mid-January, and I inquired about going down to review some of their cars. Now, at the time, they had an Aston Martin DB9, they had two Porsche 911s, a 996 and a 997, and I wanted to review the DB9, because I love Aston Martins, and it would have been a dream come true to film a DB9. I wanted to review that, the 997, which I think was a Carrera S, and a Maserati Quattroporte. Now, the two 911s and the DB9 have since been sold. They sold out pretty quick. So I ended up doing a review on a 2012 Porsche Cayenne GTS. Now this was the GTS with the V8 engine, the 4.8 litre V8 I think it is. I believe the current Cayenne GTS is a turbocharged V6. I think that's what it is anyway. So I reviewed that. I reviewed the 2005 Porsche Boxster, and I was going to review the Maserati Quattroporte, but Cameron Car Sales, where their particular site is very difficult for me to review cars. It's kind of a small area, and I didn't have a ton of room to walk around the cars, not as much as I would have wanted. But as you'll see in the review anyway, you'll see how tight the cars were parked, but I managed to get my review done anyway. The Maserati was parked indoors, and we would have had to move like 5 cars to get that thing out, and it was really busy down in Cameron's that day, so I really just didn't want to be bothering the staff trying to get the car out, you know, didn't want to be selfish. But I got the review of the Cayenne GTS and the Boxster done, so I was pretty happy with that. I was going to do a test drive, but as I just said, it was super busy that day, and you know, there was just no time to get test drives done on the two Porsches. But I have the reviews done, and they'll be going out, I think, sometime in April. Now, speaking of timelines in my reviews, this year I'm trying to get a review out every single Monday. So there's like about 4 weeks in a month. Yeah, there's about 4 weeks in every month, give or take. So if I do, let's say, 4 reviews every week, that is that's 1 month worth of reviews done in 1 week. So I'm trying to get out, I know, about 3-4 cars every week as best I can. Although, of course, you know, it's to do with you know, what cars I want to review and if they're available at the time. So where am I at? I'm just trying to think ahead here. Recently, I just put out a 2012 BMW 730 diesel. I have a 2012 Audi A8 going out next Monday. I'm pretty sure it is, because I've had to change that Audi A8 review around a few times, you know, with the scheduling of it, just because I was asked by the dealer to hold off on that review for a while because a customer was coming to look at it. So thanks to YouTube's brilliant scheduling program, you can upload videos and then you can choose what day and what time you want your videos to go live. So I try to get a video out every single Monday at 10 AM Irish time. So yeah, I have an Audi A8 coming up next, and then I have a bunch of other cars. I can't even remember what order I have them uploaded in, but I've got reviews now to last me until mid-April. But by the time you guys have seen this video, tomorrow I will be down in Sligo reviewing the new BMW 5 Series, although going by this crappy weather, which I hope it isn't like this tomorrow, because it was really nice earlier today. But if it's a nice day, I'm going to get the new 5 Series done. I think the car I'm reviewing is a 520 diesel M Sport in grey. And then a new Mercedes dealership opened up not far down the road from the BMW place. So I'm going to go down there, introduce myself, and I'm going to prepare for a brand new C-Class and S-Class review. So, you know, if they're happy enough to let me review their cars, which hopefully they will, because I actually, in the 6 years I'm doing this now, I haven't been turned down by any dealership. So I'll go down, introduce myself, do all the usual stuff, And as I said, I'm going to prepare myself for a review on the current C-Class and S-Class. So hopefully that'll be 3 reviews done tomorrow, which will be brilliant because that sets me up there for 3 weeks. And them reviews will go out probably sometime after May. So you guys won't be seeing the Porsches, by the way, until April, because I have a couple of other cars scheduled beforehand. So that's some interesting stuff to look forward to. Other things to look forward to is just yesterday, I think it was last night, Land Rover put up a live video about 40 minutes long on YouTube revealing the new Range Rover Velar. Now this is a very, very stunning looking car. I certainly love the way it looks. So the idea of the Velar is it sits between the Range Rover Evoque and the Range Rover Sport. So I think price wise, we haven't been given any official prices for Ireland yet, but I think maybe we're looking somewhere in the 70,000 euro mark, maybe for a mid-range model. I'm kind of guessing because I know Evoques are in the 50 grand mark, and then the Range Rover Sport is in the high 90s or high 90,000 euro range for a basic one, but you're easily spending well over 105,000 euro, for example, on a Range Rover Sport. So I'm guessing the Velar is going to sit somewhere in the 70 grand market. But I have seen the car, the photos look fantastic. It's a beautiful looking car. It certainly has a lot of styling cues in the Range Rover Sport. The interior, very much like a modern day Range Rover, but the climate control system down here now is all digital and it's all touchscreen. And not only is that the climate control, but I believe that's also the terrain response. So the actual image that you see in the touchscreen changes from climate control to terrain response depending on what you want at any given time. And the door handles, instead of having traditional door handles, they're actually flush against the door like an Astra Martin or a Nissan GTR. But when you unlock the car, the handle pulls out of the door and then you grab it to open the door. So it looks very, very cool. Very futuristic design. I really can't wait to get my hands on it. I believe we're getting it in July. I believe that's when it was announced for the UK and Irish market. So hopefully sometime in July or August I will have a review of the Velar, and if I get a chance maybe to take one of our demo Velars down to Donegal to do an extended review, I will certainly be doing that because I really can't wait to get my hands on it. Other new cars, from what I've been hearing, there's a new Kia Ceed coming out, and there's also a new Opel Insignia coming out in April. I've seen the official photos of that and it does look very sharp, a whole new redesign. What else is coming out? I think my mind has just gone blank there. I had another car, Kia. There's a Kia Stinger GT coming out. Now that's a very brave name for a Kia Stinger GT. I mean, that sounds like something you'll put on a supercar like a Ferrari or a Lambo or Pagani or something like that. Not on a Kia. Now the whole idea of the Stinger GT, it's meant to be a luxurious kind of grand coupe kind of car. It's going to be sitting in the same kind of class as an Audi A5 Sportback. So that's that kind of car that they're going for, kind of a luxurious sporty saloon. It looks really cool. Now for the Irish market, the way we are with diesels, we're going to be getting a 2.2 litre diesel engine. I believe it's the same 2.2 from the Kia Sorento. Now in the Sorento, I think it makes out like 197 horsepower. Hopefully for the Stinger GT, they'll up it to 200 plus horsepower. I really hope they do anyway for a car like that. And I believe there's high-powered V6 petrol engines for other markets like the United States. Whether or not we will get the high-powered petrol engines is unknown as of yet. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Just give you guys a quick update. One final thing, actually, I completely forgot to mention this at the beginning. I had so many things I wanted to talk about in this video. I done one tiny little mod to the car, a very cheap mod. The license plate at the back, you get lights there. So I swapped out the OEM lights for just aftermarket LED ones. It didn't cost much. I think they were like 20 euro, I think, for the lights. So I just put them in. I thought they looked nice. There's a little bit of blue in the light as well. You'll notice it very well at night. So yeah, I'm just going to end the video here, and I'm just going to put up a photo of the new LED lights in the back of the car there, see what you guys think of them. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and the next review will be hopefully the RD A8, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys.